Hi everybody, thanks for joining us. Andy Lightbody here for Fur, Fin, and Feathers, and this is Gear Talk. We'll ask anybody who's an avid outdoors person, be they a hunter, a bird watcher, wildlife watcher, whatever. They're going to tell you that the number one thing you need to do when you get out into the field, it's good glass. But good glass can be expensive, unless you know of a new company that has recently introduced a line of spotting scopes, binoculars, some hunting scopes, with a lot of features that a lot of other people would charge you extra for. This is going to help you in the field. Hawke Optics. Hawke is H-A-W-K-E Optics. Now they're 32 years in the United Kingdom and all throughout Europe, but they're just recently come to the United States, and I got a feeling they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, simply because the quality is there, the value is there. This is the Endurance spotting scope, the Endurance ED. It comes with a 16 to 48 power zoom lens. The features on it are absolutely thought out well by somebody who's going to use it out of doors. Oftentimes you'll get products out there that you think this must have been designed in a tea shop in China, simply because these people don't know what they need to get. This 16 by 48/65. 65 means the objective lens is 65 millimeters. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but a lot of the other competitors out there in this particular field have a 50 millimeter lens, which means it's very difficult, especially in low light conditions, to gather a lot of light. We're located up here in the high mountains of Colorado, and close by to us is W Mountain. W like for Western State College. It is the largest collegiate insignia on a mountain anywhere in the world. You can see it with your naked eye from all over town. But if you really want to see what's going on with it, put the Hawke Endurance ED scope on it and take a real good look. You can see that it's not carved, it's actually painted white rocks. You can see that there were 55-gallon drums in and around it, obviously full of white paint, to keep the maintenance up on it. You'd never be able to tell if you didn't have good glass. With this particular one, when we were looking through it, it was like looking through a fire hose. I mean, the graphics were so close, up in your face and bright, didn't leave any room to wonder about what was really going on. We just got back from an antelope hunt on the eastern plains of Colorado, and I can tell you that, binoculars are good, but if you really want to be able to distinguish a good-sized antelope from a trophy-sized antelope, this is the kind of glass that you want. We were out ranging right at daylight, so the light gathering capabilities, as I said, are exceptional. We were able to range out and watch animals that, with my Leica rangefinder at 1,200 yards, they were still too far away to even give me a distance, and yet they looked up close and personal. I mean, you could almost see the antelope blink. That's how good the glass was and the light gathering capabilities. Let me tell you about a couple of the features that are built in, that on more expensive models from other competitors, they're going to cost you. Number one, I've got a built-in sunshade, so I can cut down on any sort of excessive glare, especially if I'm shooting or looking into the sun and want to try to minimize that. That's a built-in feature. When it comes time to focus, man, this is a feature others ought to take a look at. You've got two buttons up here on top. Once you get in your focal length and be able to look, and again, the eye cup up here also moves up and down, so you can put it in any position that you want to that's comfortable for you. Start at 16, graduate up to where you think you want to be, and then this is what they call a rough focus button. It twirls and will focus in on whatever it is to a certain extent, but not to the point where you're going to go over or back under. Just get it close, and then look at this. Right here on the top is a fine tuning button that lets you bring everything in crystal clear. The unit is waterproof. The unit can be locked in with the eyepiece and or quickly removed. So if you want to go to a fixed lens of, say, maybe 60 power, which there are optional lenses that are available, you simply unscrew it, put the new one in, tighten it down, lock it into place, and you're ready to go. Put on a tripod. It's got a built-in bottom shoe on it that'll hook on with virtually any sort of a tripod mount. But here's another little feature that makes it kind of interesting. A lot of people don't like to have to get so high to be able to look out and across a field. I got an idea for you. simply unloosen the band screw here. This thing will rotate 180 degrees either direction, so that if you want to keep a low profile, you're down in a grass blind, you're down in a ground blind of some sort, you don't want your head sticking up, well, guess what? This is all they're going to see. You're down here and looking through it. Let me give you a couple of the other features that I like too. With some of the competitors, you can buy their scopes for a little bit more expensive than this one. They're not going to do any better for you. Most of them come with a soft case. Okay, this one does too. This one actually serves as a rain boot. So not only is it a carrying case, but flip the ends down, you can tighten the material around the lens and don't have to remove it from the bag to be able to utilize it in the field. Good feature. Kudos to Hawke on that one. It also comes with, well, how should I say? They almost said it was a steel condom, so that once you've got everything all focused in and you're going to be traveling and running across country, simply throw that in as a protection measure. It comes with lens caps, both of them that snap right into place and come off real quickly when you're in the field. Final feature that I really like, look at what I'm pointing at. Right here, it comes with a hard case. A lot of the competition models do not come with a hard case, which if you're going to transport it on an airplane, stick it in a duffel bag, and you've spent that kind of hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a spotting scope, good luck taking chances with the baggage handlers. I'd rather have mine in a hard case where I know it's going to be protected. Again, the Hawke optics folks are relatively new here to the United States, but they're definitely up and comers. And if you're looking for something good to be able to use in the field that's not going to break the bank, that's going to give you years and years of dependable service, you know, regardless of whether you're hunting, bird watching, big game watching, whatever, possibly even doing some stargazing, we highly recommend them here at Rocky Mountain Television. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on this edition of Gear Talk.